Okay. As per requested from my favorite Canadian, Miss Nick, I'm going to read you guys a book. Hi, llamas! It's called Monsters Eat Whiny Children. Don't we so wish that was true sometimes? By Bruce Eric Kaplan. Hope y'all can see. Once there were two perfectly delightful children who were going through a terrible phase, which is to say they whined all day and all night. I'm reading a book to the llamas. It's quiet time. Go lay down. Shh. The monster's gonna eat you. Did you just fall down? I want to go outside, whined Henry. Outside, whined Eve. Where's my phone? Whined Henry. No grilled cheese, whined Eve, and so on. Their kindly father warned them that the monster eat whiny children. They didn't believe him, so they whined and whined until finally one day a monster came and stole them away. He brought them back to his lair on the bad side of town. He began making a whiny child salad. I don't like sitting on lettuce, Henry whined. No wooden bowl, whined Eve. The monster made dressing and poured it on Henry and Eve and called his wife in for dinner. She sampled the dressing and spat it out. I hate cilantro, she screamed. Start again, and this time use paprika. I hate paprika, said the monster. No, you don't, said his wife. Okay, he sighed. So he hosed off Henry and Eve and made a new dressing with paprika. His wife tasted it. I love it, she said. Everything was perfect. But just as Henry and Eve were about to get into the wooden bowl, a neighbor dropped by and asked the monsters what they were doing. River, move back. When they told him, the neighbor freaked out. You got two wonderfully whiny children and you're going to make a stupid salad, he said. All week long, all I've wanted were... River, get back, Mommy's reading. Whiny child burgers. Let's grill these kids up now. Yum. The monster and his wife thought for a moment. The neighbor said, come on, I can't wait. Another second, I think I even dreamed about whiny child burgers last night. Okay, said the monster. His wife sighed because this meant she had to clean the grill, which was disgusting. So they got the grill out from the back of the garage, cleaned it, and tried to make a good fire. But the monster couldn't do it, nor his wife, nor his neighbor, because it's hard to start a fire sometimes. Henry started to whine, but then got distracted by a ball. He rolled it over to Eve, while the monsters were cursing at the grill. Finally, they asked the neighbor's cousin to come over, since he was good with grills. But he couldn't start a fire either, so he kicked a hole in the fence and said, you should make a whiny child cake anyway. The monster's wife said she couldn't eat sweets because her bottom was too big. Everyone told her she was crazy. Besides, I hate baking, she said. I'll do it, said the neighbor's cousin. He started to assemble the ingredients to make the cake, but there was a terrible accident, and all the flour spilled all over the floor. So now they couldn't make the cake. Plus, the oven had been preheating, so the kitchen was hot, and everyone was sweaty. Why does everything have to be so hard? Asked the monster. Anything worth doing involves a struggle, offered the neighbor. Henry felt bad for the monster, so he rolled the ball over to him. The monster bounced it against the wall and felt a little better. Eve looked around for something else to play with. She found some cars in the corner. She pushed one over to Henry, who happily made it crash into another car. We could make some rice. Put a little curry on them and have an Indian dish, someone suggested half-heartedly. Perhaps a whiny child vindaloo. They all tried to figure out if they were in the mood for Indian food. Sometimes it's hard to figure out if you're in the mood for Indian food. As the monster's wife looked for some trucks to give to Henry and Eve, she thought about the last time she ate Indian food. It hadn't agreed with her, and she wondered if it would happen again. No Indian food, she decided.
Why do I get to run away?
Because I'm filming me reading the book to the llamas. Wave to the camera. Say hi, llamas.
Hi, mamas.
Say hi, llama mamas.
Hi, mama mamas.
Okay.
But I don't see the llamas.
No, you don't see the llamas, but they can see you. Scoot over so they can see the book. What's going on here? Someone yelled in a nasal voice. Everyone turned around to find the monster's aunt entering angry at the world as she always was.
Why can't I see?
They told her about their day, and she yelled at them. For Pete's sake, she said, hitting the neighbor's cousin with some spittle because she had a saliva problem. You should just make a simple whiny child cucumber sandwich. Yes, 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 they all said and jumped up and down. It's such a relief to finally figure out, River, be still, what the right thing to eat is. Enough of this nonsense, said the monster's aunt. Let's start making the sandwiches. Okay, if you can't be still, you have to go sit in your room now. Mama's trying to read the book. The monsters excitedly went to the cupboard and found a nice loaf of healthy 12-grain bread. For Pete's sake, his aunt spat. Everyone knows you need fluffy white bread. The monster explained that he hadn't eaten white bread in years. But the neighbor quickly ran next door and came back with the fluffiest white bread anyone had ever seen. Next, they had to add the whiny children. But they turned around to find that what?
Whiny children.
Where were the whiny children?
They went away.
Henry and Eve had escaped. So they all sat down and ate the cucumber sandwiches, which, while not like ones with whiny children, were still absolutely delicious. And here's a recipe for cucumber sandwiches. I like to call the ultimate white people food because I have never had one in my life. You lay out some slices of fluffy white bread.
And then today we went to the library and then we ate.
We did go to the library and we ate. We did not have cucumber sandwiches. You lay some white fluffy bread down. You spread some mayonnaise or cream cheese. Mayonnaise, all over them. And then you slice some cucumbers and you put on some more of the bread. And yummy. Ugh. Meanwhile, Henry and Eve ran back home and they never whined again. Although, to tell you the truth, every now and then they did. The end. Bye-bye.